Have you ever paid someone back instantly, even when you couldn't afford it, or picked up the dinner check just to avoid awkward silence? That's not generosity. That's financial fawning, money people pleasing. And the problem is, it can quietly drain your bank account and keep you broke for years. Financial fawning is when you use money as a survival tactic. You spend, give, or overextend not out of genuine choice, but out of fear. Fear of rejection, fear of conflict, fear of not being good enough. And the scariest part? Most people doing it don't even realize it. So let's walk through the 5 biggest signs you're trapped in this pattern and how to finally break out of it. Picture this. You're at a group dinner. The bill hits the table. Everyone hesitates, fumbling with their cards, calculating what they ordered. And then, like clockwork, you step in. "I'll just grab it. You can pay me back later." Sounds generous, right? But over time, you're not just paying for your food. You're paying for the role of being the dependable one, the safe one, the one who makes things easy. And the truth is, people notice. They start expecting it. What's invisible to them is that each of those harmless moments chips away at your goals, your savings, your debt payoff, your financial peace. It all gets sacrificed at the altar of keeping the vibe smooth. If a friend asks for money and your knee-jerk answer is always yes, even when your gut screams no, you might be fawning. And here's the kicker. Most of the time, you're not lending because you believe you'll get it back. You're lending because the thought of saying no feels unbearable. You're essentially buying temporary relief. Relief from guilt. Relief from awkwardness. Relief from that look on their face when you turn them down. But what you don't see is the resentment that builds. On the surface, you're helping. Underneath, you're draining yourself dry. Let's be real. Saying no is hard, but if it feels almost impossible, like your chest tightens, your stomach flips, and you instantly start rehearsing excuses, you're not protecting your boundaries. You're outsourcing your worth to someone else's approval. And guilt is sneaky. It convinces you that being a good person means saying yes. But here's the thing. True generosity only exists when you have the freedom to say no. Otherwise, it's not giving. It's appeasing. Financial fawning often runs parallel with secrecy. You might look like the together friend, the one who always has it handled. But behind closed doors, you're maxing out credit cards or skipping your own needs just to uphold the image. Think about it. How many times have you smiled and said, "Yeah, I'm good," while silently panicking about rent, or covered someone else's emergency while ignoring your own? That's not strength. That's survival mode dressed up as generosity. And it's a cycle that eventually burns you out. Here's the deepest layer. If you've learned to equate giving money with earning love, validation, or belonging, you're stuck in the most dangerous version of fawning. Because no matter how much you give, it's never enough. You'll always feel like you have to spend to stay worthy. But love, respect, and acceptance aren't things you can buy. And if someone only values you when you're paying, what you have isn't a relationship, it's a transaction. So here's your challenge for this week. Notice just one moment where you give money out of fear, not choice. Write it down. Ask yourself, was this generosity or was it fawning? That awareness is the crack in the armor. Because here's the truth. Generosity without boundaries isn't generosity, it's self-sacrifice. And no amount of overgiving will ever buy the love or approval you're chasing. Real financial freedom doesn't come from having the biggest income or the best investments. It starts when you stop paying for peace you don't owe anyone. Learn to say no. Learn to set limits. and watch how not only your money grows, but your sense of worth and self-respect skyrocket.